That is how close my mother was and this man from dying. Hello my friends, what's up? It's Paige. Welcome back to my channel. I have an insane story to tell you guys today. So diving right into it, the story I'm telling you guys about my mother, as you can tell by the title, and it is incredible. This story actually happened before I was born, but now that it is 26 years past the day that this happened, I figured that I would share this story with you guys because it's incredible and I literally cannot believe that it really happened. But it did nonetheless, so that's what I'm going to share today. And that is the story about how my mom saved a man from being run over by a train. So let's preface this by saying that my mom was a police officer at this time. She's not anymore, she's retired. But I think at this time she'd been a police officer about 5 or 6 years, but she was about, I'd say 25 years old and was actually going to get married in a few days to my dad. So as the story goes, she was working on the last day before she headed off for her wedding, and while she was on duty, she got a call from dispatch saying that there was a man on the train tracks. So just for a little bit of a visual, the train tracks are actually above water and on somewhat of a bridge slash like high area that isn't really the easiest to get to. Like late afternoon when my mom is doing a drive-by to find this dude that happens to be on the train track who was apparently unconscious from being drunk or something like that, and she spots his blue jeans up on the track. So at this time that my mom's driving around looking for this guy, she finally spots him as soon as she hears the train horn. Yes, a train horn, as in the train is coming for this man who is laying unconscious in the tracks right in front of her. Not necessarily right in front of her because it was up kind of in like a bridge area like I said, but just close enough that my mom's first instinct was to get on the radio and say, hey, I've got a man on the tracks and I've got a train coming. And bam, she threw her mic down. She ran up the embankment to get to the tracks and started pulling this unconscious body of this man off the tracks. Her adrenaline was pumping so hard. She said all she could think about was the fact that like, I can't not stop until this man gets off this track. Like literally just knew the train was coming and is doing her very best. She pulls him just barely off the track and had to launch themselves into the water that was below the train tracks at this time. And my mom swears to this day that as she was jumping, she could literally feel the suction of the train passing, trying to pull her back. That is how close my mother was and this man to dying by being hit by this train, that my mom literally fearlessly just drug this unconscious body off of these train tracks, jumping into water to save them. I think about this a lot, and I think that this makes me a lot of the person I am today because how in the fuck? Like my mom's a literal superhero. I mean, you know, we all like to think that we would be that person, but who gets the opportunity? And you know, who's to say that you would actually go through and do that? But like, not even just to do that, but days before your wedding day. I mean, there could have just been such a selfish mindset, but there just wasn't. There was a superhero mindset. And I had to share this with you guys because the fact that this woman risked her life just to be a fucking good person, like that is the energy that not only I want to embody in my life, but I hope every other person does too. And you know what the crazy part is this is only one of the life-saving awards that my mom has. Yeah, she has more. So this is just an incredible story. It's like a freaking movie. I mean, she even says that when she looks back on this moment, she just wonders like, what was I doing? Like what literally was I doing? Why did I do that? Thankfully I did, but like, you know, there's no question about divine intervention for her, for me, for anybody that hears this story, because wow. And just to think that she went and got married literally 3 days later, and she told me that thankfully her wedding dress had long sleeves because her entire arm had cuts and bruises and stuff all over it from pulling this unconscious body from the train tracks. Like that is just absolutely amazing to me. But if you're into astrology at all, the astrology behind this is even crazier. So my mom actually has her sun conjunct her midheaven, which that can be interpreted as you are destined for glory and for greatness and to be a very like noteworthy person. Like people are going to recognize you for something out of the blue, out of the ordinary, and this was a perfect moment of that. And ironically enough, on this day Chiron, the wounded healer, was conjunct her midheaven, her sun, and also trining Mars. So I mean, if you're into astrology, you get what I'm putting down there. It's basically just saying that this was a moment for my mom to use the healing energy that she has to do something great and profound that is not like any other person person has really ever done before, you know, a lot of other people, I should say. So I just wanted to share this story because it's amazing for one, and like I said, it just shows you that there's no reason for you not to be selfish. Literally, like, this lady had everything, you know, going for her in the next few days, like literally getting married and everything, yet she still chose to be the person that a situation needed out of the loving kindness of her heart and like the strength and just the fucking warrior energy, man. I like cannot get over this. So once again, I hope you guys like this video, and honestly, shout out to my mom. If you just want to give her hype, just fucking leave it down below and I will let her know, because she deserves the entire world. This is just, yeah, this is crazy. It also shows me that I have quite big shoes to fill, but that's okay, no worries. But if you're new to my channel and you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe. Check me out on Patreon, Instagram, all that stuff linked down below, and I will see you guys in a later video. Bye for now.